Good morning, students. Hope all of you are fine. Today we will discuss chapter 3, that is ecosystem, of class 8th. Students, in this chapter we are going to discuss about ecosystem, how ecosystem is classified in the biosphere, and we are going to discuss component of ecosystem, food chain, food web, interdependence of biotic and abiotic components, and also we will discuss some of the impact of human activities on the environment. So students, living organisms and the physical surroundings with which one interacts, it forms the environment. So we are the living organisms, animals, some microorganisms, plants. These organisms, along with the surroundings, that is the physical surroundings, it forms the environment. Now in this environment, these organisms, they interact with each other. Now students, you can see one term, that is ecosystem. Now this term was first coined by Tansley in the year 1935. Now see, this ecosystem is defined as the structural and functional unit of biosphere. Like cell is the structural and functional unit of life, in the same way this ecosystem, it is the structural and functional unit of biosphere. Now what happens in this ecosystem? The living organisms and non-living components interact among themselves and with each other. Now the living organisms means which are having life, and non-living components, you can see non-living components are those which do not have life. So in the ecosystem, these interact with themselves or with each other. Like plants, they interact with animals interact with plants, animals interact with microorganisms, plants interact with microorganisms. These animals, they interact with the water, with the air, with the land or soil. So there is interaction between the living and the non-living. Now ecosystem is a biosphere which can be classified into various types. You can see here I have drawn here a flow chart. So students, you have to learn this flow chart as well as you have to draw this flow chart. So ecosystem on basis of nature, on basis of duration, and on basis of size. So on the basis of nature, the ecosystem is divided into natural and artificial ecosystem. Further, this natural ecosystem is divided into terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial, that is land, aquatic, that is water. Now you can see here students, forest, desert, grasslands, these are the example of this terrestrial ecosystem. And our aquatic system, further it is subdivided into marine and freshwater. Example you can see here, coastal, upwells, oceans. Freshwater is Laotic, Atlantic and wetlands. These are the examples of this freshwater ecosystem, which is a part of aquatic ecosystem. On the basis of duration means time period. Ecosystem is of two types, that is temporary and permanent. Temporary is which is for a short time, and permanent is which lives for a longer duration of time. Now third one you can see here students, on the basis of size. So on the basis of size, the ecosystem may be small and large. So in the biosphere, ecosystem is classified into these types. Now students, one by one we are going to discuss these types. Now first you can see a natural ecosystem. So as the name suggests, natural means which operates in the nature on their own without any external intervention of human beings. So these ecosystems, they are operating by themselves and there is no intervention or no disturbance of human beings in operation of these natural ecosystem. So example you can say students here, forest, desert, oceans and grasslands, these are some examples of the natural ecosystem. Second one is artificial, or we can say man-made. So simply these are the ecosystems which are made by man and are manipulated by human beings. Example you can see aquarium and gardens. These are the example of artificial ecosystem. These are made by the man or the human beings. Third one is temporary. Students, temporary, already I have told you, these are short-lived ecosystem which may be natural or artificial. So they are short-lived, their duration is very short and they may be natural or artificial. These may be natural, they may be occurring naturally in the environment, as well as they may be made by the human beings. Example is a rain-fed pond or tank. You can see a rain-fed pond. Whenever there will be rain, only that time the pond will be fed up or will be filled with water, or tank. So rain-fed pond, it is example of this natural, and tank artificial, example of artificial. Now students, fourth type is permanent. Now you can see this, according to the name permanent, these are natural ecosystems which continue and maintain themselves for long duration of time. So they remain on the earth for longer duration of time. Example you can see here, oceans, desert, forest, etc. Small or micro ecosystem. This small ecosystem is also known as micro ecosystem. Micro means tiny, small. So example is potted plant is an example of micro ecosystem. Large or macro ecosystem. So this large or macro ecosystem, they are very large sized ecosystem. Example is forest. So students, these are the classification of ecosystem in the biosphere. Now we are going to discuss the components of ecosystem. See students, there are two components of the ecosystem. One is the biotic component and the other is abiotic component. Now biotic, bio, it means life. So biotic components, these are the living organisms present in an ecosystem. So the living organisms, the organisms which have life and which are living in the ecosystem, these organisms are known as biotic components. So these biotic components, they are classified into the following categories on the basis of their mode of obtaining food. First is producers, second is consumers, third is decomposers. So students, you can see producers like plants. So producers are those components which are able to manufacture their own food. They are also known as autotrophs or photoautotrophs. Examples are plants. Consumers, these consumers, they are not able to manufacture their food and they depends on other organism for the food. These are also known as heterotrophs. The third one, decomposers, very important component. They feed on the dead organic matter and they are also known as reducers. Now they helps in cleaning the environment. Now students, I have made a flowchart here that consumers, they are further divided into four types. First is primary or first order consumer, secondary or second order consumer, tertiary or third order consumer, and fourth is quaternary or fourth order consumer. So one by one we are going to discuss these important points I have mentioned here. You can see primary or first order consumer. These consumers depend on plants and plant product for food. So strictly they are depending on the plant and the products which are obtained from the plant. These are known as herbivores. Herbivores, and example of herbivores are goat, rabbit, cow, horse. These are the organisms which are eating the plants or the product of the plant. Secondary or second order consumer. Now these consumers, what they do, they feed on these primary consumers. They are known as primary carnivores. Examples are dog, fox, cat, small fishes. Tertiary or third order consumers, they feed on the primary carnivores. They are known as secondary carnivores. Examples are snake, big fishes, wolf, etc. That fourth type is quaternary or fourth order consumer. Now these are the largest carnivorous animals. They feed on secondary carnivores and they are known as top carnivores. Example, tigers, lions, snake, crocodile. Now students, the third component of biotic component is decomposer. These decomposers are also called reducers. They feed on dead organic remains of producers, consumers and their waste products. Their example is bacteria and fungi. They are also known as saprotrophs. And these decomposers, they help in cleaning environment. Now students, you have seen whenever some animals they die or plants they die, these decomposers they act on their dead bodies and they degrade them completely. Thus the decomposers they helps in recycling of material in the environment. Helps in recycling of material in the environment. So today we have discussed about the ecosystem and its component. For today your homework is define ecosystem, learn components of ecosystem and draw flowchart of ecosystem. In the next lecture we are going to discuss abiotic components, and these abiotic components means the components which do not have life, which are non-living, and we will discuss this in the next lecture.